Guys, this is going to be on a riding lawnmower, a Troy-built Bronco with automatic transmission with the Kohler Courage 18 on it. Don't even really want to work on it, but we're going to check it out for the guy and see, if we can do anything for it. Anyway, stay tuned if you want to watch it. So, we got this Troy-built Bronco with the automatic transmission in yesterday. Brought it over here. The battery was run down, so we charged the battery up overnight. And this is, let's look at that model number there. And if you look right here, that's the serial number. It looks like it's May the 7th of, it's either 2009 or 2019, and I'm guessing 2009, because the battery that was in here was a 2016 battery. So I got my shop battery out. I had to charge it up a little bit. Got it on here. Now he said that it smoked a little bit, or it was smoking out the front, and he didn't know why. And this is the Kohler Courage SB540-02228. We all know and hate this motor. I don't really even want to work on it, to tell you the truth, but we're going to see if we can't help this brother out. He's a reverend. It's got oil in it, good oil. Couple things I noticed just preliminarily looking over it. This engine, look at that. Alright, and there's your muffkin. Somebody's broke the muffler bolts. I hope they're not broke off. I hope they just taken them out or they vibrated out. I gotta look in there and see. But that's not on there. Look at that blade. Huh. So this has got some earshoots for sure. So I'm gonna put you on the tripod and we're gonna crank it up and see what it's doing. There is a lot of oil down here, debris. Build up of oil like it might be a head gasket. There's your head gasket right there. I'm worried about these bolts. If they're broke off, I may not even mess with this. I may just tell them I can't do it. And then there's you can see this valve cover is starting to leak a little bit right in there, which is common. So, let me get you on the tripod. I may try to tighten this engine up first before we crank it up. Alright guys, so we're going to try to crank this thing up. We'll learn together what it's doing. I went ahead and tightened the engine up just so it wouldn't be flopping around. Choker up. so you can see it's smoking. Let's stop this right here and check for a head gasket. Usually one of the first signs is, well, that could be the muffler's smoking really bad because the oil is leaking out of that valve cover, I'm guessing. But let's pull this dipstick and see if we got a head gasket problem. Hey, I don't see any oil coming out of there. I mean, any smoke. Maybe it's just that valve cover gasket and that muffler. There is a lot of oil. I tell you what, we're going to pull this heat guard off of here so we can get a better look and check and see about those muffler bolts. There's two bolts holding this heat guard on. They're 10 millimeters, 2 on each side. Get those off. Can't get a drill in here because it's kind of tight. Plus my drill took a crack. Gotta get me another one. And you can't get a ratchet wrench on it because it's recessed. I hate these Kohlers, but yeah, I've seen it before where the engines came loose. And of course we got to check the bolts under the cover here on top of the sump cover. They come loose. But I've never seen the exhaust bolts rattle all the way out. And I did take a screwdriver and stick in there, so they're not broke off in there, but I don't know if the threads are still any good or not. So we're going to have to see about that. And I don't think we have a head gasket problem. And that cover comes off. This muffler's probably still a little warm. I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if y'all can see under here. We'll go ahead and take this muffler bracket off. Right here where it mounts to the valve cover. I think I can do it. Yeah, there's 3 of them. So let me get those 3. There's 1, 2, and 3 off, and then we're going to pull this muffler off all together. So we just had to take the 2 bolts off, and I'm screwing them back in here so I don't lose them. And we got the muffler off. There's not really a lot of oil on top of it, so and it was smoking so bad. So I'm thinking now we might have another problem besides the valve cover. I'm going to take you off the tripod here. Definitely got a lot of leakage right in there. Yeah. Kind of early, I would fire it up without the muffler on it, because I want to see if it's smoking out the exhaust. Heck, let's do it anyway. Can't hurt none, right? We only run it for a little bit. I hate these. Okay, I don't want to run it too long like that. So it's not blowing oil out the exhaust port, so to speak. So that's just coming from the muffler. So the muffler's probably got some buildup in it. We'll clean this up. It looks like we're going to pull this cover off next and check these bolts up here on top. See what's up with that. And then I guess we'll go to thinking about changing this valve cover. Now to get this cover off, there's just 4 bolts. There's 4 bolts, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they are 8 millimeters. You'd think if everything is so loose on these Kohlers that I'd be able to get this off with my hand, but you can't. Anyway, we're going to zip these off, and I'll be back. I'm trying to save time on my videos so I can show you the whole thing in one shot. This is looking from the bottom of the moor up at the valve cover, and if you look right in there, you can see where it's just dripping. See how wet that is. So we got a valve cover leak. No surprise there. Alright, let me go see if I've got one of these in stock. I hope I do. And I gotta call the customer and tell him and see what he wants to do about it. Give him a price-o. That cover off too, by the way. And these are the bolts you want to check. Boom, boom, boom. And all the way around. And you may have to, you want to check them and see, but I don't really want to pop the flywheel, but I'm just going to see if some of them are loose, then we're going to check them off. Let's see. That was pretty good there. That one's good. That one's good. And there's some more on the back side back here. I mean, they go all the way around, but these are the ones that are notorious for getting loose, and what they do is they vibrate up, and then the flywheel cuts them off, and it just creates a lot of problems. But this one, he must have kept the oil changed in it really well, because if the only thing wrong with this Kohler Courage is this valve cover gasket and a little maintenance on the deck, you know, the blades and the battery and that kind of thing, he's getting off. I'm lucky. I didn't really want to work on this, but now I guess we can do it. And I'm going to go check on that valve cover gasket. We got to find 2 bolts for the muffler. Now if you look in here, you can see. Let's see if I can get you close in there. But I can see the threads. So the threads are still there. So I guess they just vibrated loose. Being with that motor loose and everything. I don't know. So I got the okay to go ahead and fix this, and I've already done the valve cover gasket on it. And I got the muffler back on. I found a factory bolt here and another, it's not the Kohler bolt, but I found one that's the same that'll work. And so the only thing left we got to do on this is change the blades. And already done the air filter and the oil. So I'm going to crank it up here and let it run for a little bit, show you guys, and then I'm not going to show you the blades. Kind of got some bad weather here, wasn't planning on it. But anyway, let's crank her up. I haven't got the cover back on the right way yet because I'm still making sure that valve cover doesn't leak. I used the way I always do on these, still use the cork gasket, but I put some UTV sealant on there and applied the cork gasket to the valve cover itself, and then put the valve cover back on. I've done a video on that before, you can see, but let's choke her up. See if she'll crank. So that's much quieter, but that bolt seems like it's coming still a little loose, holding this engine on. I don't know why it's coming out. I guess I'll put some lock washers on it or something. But yeah, So we stopped that smoking. Anyway, that's it. Sorry to cut this short. So we'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Jungle Bob out.